Prologue. The vision: what it feels like to lose everything. Welcome to the year 2035, and so after decades of robotic exploration, the dream of sending humans to Mars was finally within reach. Under its founder, Elon Musk, the aerospace company SpaceX had created the Starship, a fully reusable spacecraft to ferry humans to another world, the Red Planet. It was called the Starship Mission to Mars, and its objective was to kickstart the first human presence on Mars that would ultimately be sustainable and lay the groundwork for humanity becoming a multi-planet species. Chapter 1. The crew. An international crew of 6 highly trained astronauts led the mission. Commander Alex Carter, USA. Veteran astronaut with 3 spaceflights, astrobiologist and geologist Dr. Priya Singh. India. Genius engineer Mikhail Volkov. Russia. Expert in spacecraft systems and repairs. Dr. Aisha Al-Mansouri, UAE, medical doctor with a focus in space medicine. Pilot Sofia Martinez, Mexico, an expert pilot and navigator. With robotics and AI expertise, engineer Liam O'Connor, Ireland. The crew had trained together for 5 years, practicing every detail of the mission, from liftoff to landing and the experience on Mars. Chapter 2. The launch. The Starship loomed over SpaceX's Starbase launchpad in Boca Chica, Texas, on November 7, 2035. It was a stainless steel behemoth, more than 120 meters tall. Fueled by its Raptor engines, Starship had a capacity of 100 metric tons of cargo and people. The timer started at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Millions more worldwide tuned in, watching live as the engines came to life. And with a roar, just like that, the Starship was gone, spiraling into the sky, trailing flame and smoke. The crew experienced heavy G-forces as the spacecraft shot off the back of the rocket to achieve orbit. Chapter 3. The journey. It took about 7 months to reach Mars. The Starship aboard was fitted with state-of-the-art life support systems, artificial gravity powered by centrifugal force, and a hydroponic garden for fresh food. During their workday, they conducted experiments, exercised to keep up their muscle mass and checked the systems aboard the spacecraft. The crew used the time until they arrived at Mars to prepare for the most complicated aspect of the mission itself: entry, descent and landing, EDL, phase of the mission. The heat shield on the Starship protected it from the extreme heat absorbed during atmospheric re-entry, and its fins guided it toward its landing location. Chapter 4. The landing. The selected landing site was Jezero Crater, an area once thought to have contained a lake billions of years ago. The Starship fell vertically, its engines firing in an attempt to slow the descent. Dust and debris shook the spacecraft as it gingerly landed on the Martian surface. Touchdown confirmed. "We're on Mars," Commander Carter said, choked with emotion. The crew let out a cheer, realizing they had made history. Chapter 5. Life on Mars. The Mars Base Alpha, MBA, is a remote set of equipment that has been pre-deployed to the surface that consists of solar panels, water extraction systems, and 3D printers to build tools for the crew. They performed their first EVA, extravehicular activity, to gather soil and rock samples, looking for evidence of life, past and possibly present. "We are going to Mars. How microbial fossils in Martian soil were discovered," Dr. Priya Singh. The crew also demonstrated technologies to make oxygen and fuel from Martian resources, a vital advance for missions beyond orbiting the Red Planet. Chapter 6. Challenges. It was not easy being on Mars. A huge dust storm risked damaging the solar panels, and the crew had to switch to backup power. Liam O'Connor and Mikhail Volkov worked to repair a faulty water extraction system while outside, exploring the unknown. Through adversity, the crew drew strength from their shared purpose: to push the boundaries of humanity's exploration into the stars. Chapter 7. The return. 18 months later, the crew was ready to come home. This was based on the use of methane produced from Martian resources to fuel the Starship's engines. Feeling a blend of anticipation and nostalgia, the crew said goodbye to Mars, confident that here they had set groundwork for future expeditions. The flight back was normal, with the Starship re-entering to crash down in the Pacific Ocean. The crew was welcomed as heroes, and their mission extolled as a giant leap forward for humankind. Epilogue. The legacy: it was a new chapter in history, the Starship mission to Mars. The crew found the searching, venturing on the Mars closer than any earlier. Plans for a permanent colony on Mars were underway, with humanity's dream of becoming a multi-planetary species nearer than ever. The end is never the end, Commander Alex Carter said in his last message from Mars. It's just the beginning.